Anyway.
We are Schooner Hopp,
and
we're here with more beers. We've got 4 Pines Kolsch. It's a golden ale.
It's a German style
yes.
golden ale.
So basically the idea of a golden ale is that it's brewed like an ale, but then it's lagered.
Yeah.
So it's conditioned and stored.
It's like
cold.
a halfway house.
Yeah.
Between lagers and ales. I don't know if it's not meant to have head. I did a little bit of research. And by a little bit, I mean I spent 2 seconds.
It's probably about all it needed.
Yeah. So I don't really know what the head retention is meant to be like on this beer. If it's meant to be like that, then it's done well.
Look, it's not super bubbly, but it's bright, clear. It really just looks like a lager.
You'd even say it's golden.
You would. It's quite golden. Anyway, we'll give it a go.
I've discovered golden ales aren't really a style of beer that I enjoy that much.
Yeah, it's really just a lager with flavour. As far as the taste profile,
It's a lot of malt.
You've got that malty backbone, but for this particular one, you do have a forward citrusy flavour to begin with. But that's more or less it. You're not really met with any... There's no balance to it as really. It's
not... I think when we were doing the podcast, simple. We discussed it doesn't round off like a lot of other beers where you'll be on like a journey. Oh, there's the fruit, there's a bit of malt, there's the bitterness, and it comes back.
Yeah.
This one's just like bit of fruit and malt. It's almost sweet. Yeah, I don't think it's meant to, but I would like more bitterness to round it off. / any bitterness.
Yeah.
just bitterness.
Just something. There's a little bit of bitterness in the aftertaste, but there's really not a lot of aftertaste. The purpose of this beer is just hot day.
Yeah.
It's
just a
beer.
Bright, clean beer.
That's really all it is. It is super clean.
Yeah.
There isn't any kind of dirty or conflicting flavors. It's just... It's not a super balanced beer because it is just sweet and a little bit citrusy. There's nothing to challenge that flavor or contrast it.
Yeah.
So really, I can just imagine this being a session beer. Not really anything...
It's not a session beer for me.
I wouldn't necessarily session on it, but it's something you could easily drink a 6-pack of. And I can easily see its place in a market of largely just lager Australian drinkers.
Yeah, it's actually a good idea to have a Kolsch.
Like, it's closer to lager on the bridging side of beers, but really, it's a good introduction to be met with a beer that you like if you've only ever drank lagers.
I don't know if I would have liked this.
You reckon?
Beginning our journey into craft beers way back when we started on the Cooper's session.
Journey?
Yeah. I did pick that word on purpose.
Yes,
yeah.
good.
Look at me go. I think if we would have... I don't think I really would have been that keen. I maybe would have been less keen then than I am now. Whereas like now it's kind of a thing of I can appreciate flavours. I think if you're purely a lager drinker and you go into this...
Kind of think what's the point?
I think
would you rather have a lager?
I feel like it'd come across a bit flat.
Okay.
Because where a lager you do still get a real bitterness to it. It is as clean as what a lot of basic lagers are.
Yes.
But I think just the end of it, and it's an experience we just had that I've just had with a craft lager, where the end is a bit lighter than what you would normally expect from a lager. A lot of lager drinkers that had it, I can say lager one more time, didn't really appreciate it, and they thought, no, this beer's no good because it loses something at the end. It's at the bottom, which makes me feel better about the Two Birds Passion Victim.
And the half mast.
Because I feel like
I'd much rather have a half mast than this.
Yeah. I didn't feel like either of those deserve to be down the bottom.
Just everything above it just
real tough crowd. This is just down the bottom because I just don't like golden ales. The fact that it's just there's no real
complexity in its flavour.
Yeah. It's just is what it is the whole way through, and it's done. Some people are going to love that. I ain't one of those people.
Yeah, and I don't think this beer was even marketed at people to explore craft beer at all.
Nah,
I think its purpose is to try and hook some people.
Might be if you know what a Kolsch is and you know you like a Kolsch, then this is wicked.
Maybe. This is the only Kolsch I know of and have tried.
This is the first one I've ever had, yeah, and I can't say I'm going to be rushing back. I'd go to another sour before this.
Ooh, that's a big call.
It is a big call.
I was really tempted to go get some sours when I went and got those crankshafts yesterday as well.
Crankshafts.
They had plenty. a few ones that I've been keeping an eye out for.
I think sours just have a lot more to explore than what Kolsch's do.
Definitely. A sour really challenges your taste buds, whereas this, it's so familiar that it doesn't feel like something new or exciting to explore.
My biggest concern with it is, or the reason maybe the main issue I have with it is, I feel like it takes away everything great out of an ale and takes everything great out of
a lager
and doesn't put them together.
Or doesn't put them together.
So it's like the greatness of a lager is it's clean and crisp, that's cool. Ales are also that, but I think it ends like an ale without the full-on front load that you normally get with an ale.
Okay.
And then it's got the front loaded of lager, but ends nice and clean like an ale. So it's just kind of Although I don't think it would have worked the other way around either. I gave it a 3 on sessionability just because, and you even convinced me of that.
I also gave it a 3 on sessionability.
It's
really easy.
It's very easy to drink. Yeah,
I could just imagine it being a barbecue summer beer, like by a pool. But
I'd share a 6-pack of this with 6 of my friends.
Yeah, so you only have to have one.
No, I got 6 other friends that are having all of these, and I'm having another beer.
You've got the fridge. That's fair. Yeah, I went 3 out of 5 on sessionability, purely because it doesn't leave you feeling heavy. You can really just continue drinking it.
Yeah.
Bitterness, 1 out of 5. There's nothing there, really. Or there might as well be nothing. There's the idea of bitterness, but it doesn't come through.
And that might even be just us expecting it. Aftertaste gave it a 1 because it's barely there.
Yeah, once again, barely there. And overall, I was lenient towards it, but I adjusted everything. But I'm just giving it a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, I gave it a 2, which for all my shitting on it through this session, it's maybe more likely that I should have given it a 1.
No, it isn't bad, but it's not great.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it really. It's just a simple beer.
We say that this is probably a crazy, painful brewing process, and there's a lot to it.
Oh, for sure.
Just in your mouth, there ain't a lot to it as far as we're concerned. We would like to thank Plainland Hotel, as always, supplying these beers. May not be our regular taste, but I'm sure it's someone's, and hopefully someone who's into this watches and goes, oh, wicked, I'd like to try that.
And if that's something that happens, then that's all good.
Yep.
We've been Schooner and Hopp.
We have.
Cheers.
Cheers.